Welcome to InTouch, dedicated to real estate professionals worldwide. We're here to educate you, entertain you, and empower you in all facets of real estate. Are you ready for the latest news, trends, and market updates? Then it's time to get in touch. Welcome to the show. Today, I am joined by my co-host, Gary Giffin. We have an exciting show. Get ready. And before we start, we're going to pause for a little station identification, a little real estate agent comic relief.
All right, we've got John and Barbara here. They finally got pre-qualified for a loan. This has taken a while, but we've got them pre-qualified for a multi-million-dollar home. Interest rates finally went down to 8%, so they're pretty excited. Their payments will be pretty low. And so I've got them in their family here. My Suburban's outside. It's all juiced up with gas. We're going to go out and look at homes. John, have a seat over here next to me, and I'm gonna make some phone calls right now because I believe we'll be able to get into these homes today with no notice. These are multi-million-dollar homes, so I'm sure that this won't be a problem. So let me see on this first home. I picked it out, and this is going to be our first home, and we've got another home right behind it. So we're going to try and keep them together. They're within about 50 miles of each other. This first one is let's see. It's Darren at ABC Realty. Let me just give him a phone call. We're going to go see him, and we'll set up the appointment. He's the listing agent, so I'm sure that he'll be ready for us. So let me dial his number. Hold on a second here. Dialing area code, and let's see what Darren says. We can get in right away.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Oh, shoot. Oh, snap. That's not good. Okay, well, that's all right. Looks like Darren's too busy for us today and doesn't have his mailbox set up. He's a million-dollar listing agent, so that makes sense. Let's try the second property. I never had that happen before. That's weird. Okay, yeah, this is good. So we've got, you see this one here, not too far away. Like I said, we're driving around 5 p.m., so we can get to this one easily. Discount Realty. And this is going to be Ned. Let's call him up, see what Ned's got. Okay, area code, same area code, not too far. Here we go.
Please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
Oh, that's not good either. Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me shut that down. Well, I'm sorry. It looks like both of these guys haven't even set up their voicemail yet, and that's not good. So I guess what we'll do is let me just take some time. You guys go home and have dinner, and I'll have to set these up at another time. Hello, this is Gary. Oh, hey, Darren. Yeah, I've been trying to ring you, and it looks like everything keeps going into voicemail, and it's not set up yet. Oh, you haven't set it up yet? I see. Are you did you just start in real estate? Are you new? Oh, I see. You got your license again, and you were in real estate before, like 20 years ago. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, they didn't have voicemail back then, did they? You were using a fax and the old dial-up. Yeah, it's different now. Yeah, when you get a chance, set that up. But what I'd like to do is set up an appointment. Got some great clients here. Love to see your home. Saw it was just listed. What's your showing instructions on that? You got a lockbox. And what type of lockbox? Is that one of those new central locks? It's a lockbox. It's just a regular Home Depot. Okay. And what is that? It's just like, it's just 3 numbers. Okay. And that's on the front door. Great. Okay, that's good. I can handle that. And it's just a regular key. Oh no, you don't have a lockbox. I see. You just put it under the mat. Okay, yeah, that's secure. Multi-million-dollar house, and you put it under the mat. Okay, that's good. We can handle that. What and what do we do when we get inside? Is it all set up to go? They have security dogs, the Dobermans. And so what do we do? How do we get past them? Dog treats. Got it. We pick up a couple dog treats. You throw it in the living room, and then we can go see upstairs. Is that how you? Yeah. Okay. We can do that. And what's can we come over tonight? Oh, no, a 72-hour notice. Uh-huh. And why is that? Because it's vacant? Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, my clients will be excited about that. We're looking forward to that, and we'll go ahead and set up that 72-hour notice right now if you wouldn't mind. Great, thank you. I am in my office today, and I've got a caller. Hey, Larry, how are you? Doing good, doing good. And tell me what where are you from? Uh-huh, you're from Dubai. Larry from Dubai. Okay, so we got Larry from Dubai on the phone, and you've got, are you going to use a loan today? You've got cash. Oh, shoot, even better. Cash and how much, what's your spending money for a house? 2 million. Okay. Well, that's very exciting. I'm on my MLS right now. So let's type in some of these parameters. You got $2 million, and then I'm just going to go down the list. We're going to look at all the different parameters that you have. And it looks like just where I'm looking at, we've got 6,000 active for that $2 million price point. So this is going to be super easy. Let's go down the list. What do you need? How many bedrooms? You need 4. Okay, easy. Oops, hold on a second. 4. Okay, yeah, that brings it down to 2,000. No problem. Still good. Two bath. Oh gosh, that hurt. That brings us down to 1,000. I'm just kind of going through the zip codes here. And you want a little patio for your Doberman or a yard? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now we're down to 500. So, wow, this is really going down fast. Now you have kids too? Excellent. We got great schools here. You're going to love it. You want a really good school district? Uh-huh. Okay. That'll drop her down to 40. So we're coming down the list fast. I thought this was going to be easy. It's not. Oh, you want a pool? Uh-huh. Above or below? Below ground? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got 10 of those now. So we got 10 properties to look at. And oh, you've got an RV. You're coming from Dubai with an RV. All right. So now that drops us down to about 5. Oh, no. RVs, you're going to probably want to hook that up to power and water. Yeah, we've got 1 property. And yeah, this is not what I expected. For 2 million, looks like we got vacant land, East County, on septic. Not bad, right? Septic, you just pump and dump every month. And this one's nice. This one already comes with 8 RVs, so you can just add yours to it. Now you got 9. So not bad at all. Yeah, I think you're going to like this property. I'll set up a time with the agent to go out and check it out. And it looks like it's pretty close to shopping. We're within, 60, 70 miles from the closest Vons. Airport's like 90 miles. It's a small airport. Yeah, looks like you're going to have to, it's one of those, yeah, really small airports. It's got just maybe a couple airlines in it, but that's all right. All right, yeah, we got you set up. I'll set that appointment up. Thanks for calling in, Larry. All right, have a good day.
So in the season that we find ourselves in, really the generation that we find ourselves in, the standard of excellence bar has been set too low. My experience when I was in the field, and this is dating myself, I'm going years back, was that people pick up the phone. People have conversations before they send over offers. People have an open dialogue and communication, and there was a level of professionalism that was a standard in our industry. So we're going to talk about big trends today, but we're going to start off with one trend that we both see that is just a lack of professionalism, a lack of a standard of excellence. So what are you seeing in the marketplace?
Just being in this business and running across agents that either they've been in the business for 20, 30 years, or they just got into the business, but they have no clue how to present an offer. Or even how to do their job. And I can go in that direction, but I think I might offend people. So it's just like, you send over an offer to somebody, and unless I'm at my computer all day, they don't have the brains enough to actually call me and say, hey, I just sent you an offer. Here's what's on the offer. They just send it, right? And sometimes it'll say, hi, see my offer. Like, what? You're getting a $15,000 check, and you can't just pick up the phone and call me? Like, what the? And I go back and forth with Nicole on this and a couple other agents, but you know, I had one this week. As a matter of fact, our last podcast, I thought I sold my property in San Diego State. This VA real estate agent, I sent her a counter. I said, "Hey, I cleaned it up because you didn't put in the broker number. You forgot to put the price in. You forgot to tell me how long you wanted to be in escrow." And I'm joking here. She just forgot a lot of things. So I do a cleanup counter. I send the counter over, and then crickets. I don't hear for a day and a half, and finally I try all her phone numbers: 1-800 I don't care, 1-800 I can't set up my voicemail, and then she texts me, "Oh, the lady is on a ship, and she's coming in today, and I'll have an answer for you." Like she's in the Navy, right? And so I'm singing in the Navy. Like when am I going to get my answer? Then she goes, "Oh, she had cold feet." I'm like, "She had cold feet? It's because she was out in the ocean. That's why she had cold feet." You don't write an offer and then just disappear. Like what the? And this is standard. It's gone downhill and really fast. And I don't know if they made the real estate test easier, but the people that they're letting in, really, they should be working at for, I don't know, Walmart at $20 an hour because they can't fill out a contract nor can they communicate. So let's just take this one example. Here, I'm looking at it right here. This offer just came in yesterday, and no phone call. Just open my email. Hi, comma. I don't know. This could be AI. I don't know. Here's your offer. All right, great. So I open up the offer. I look at it. No price on it. No broker number. How many days escrow? I don't know. And I'm actually making that up, but it was like pretty bad. Like, wow, you seriously, you can't fill out a residential purchase agreement? I'm like, come on now, step up your game here. And I don't know if you see that in, you sold real estate a while back, Andrew. Is that how it is today, or is this just the new recruits coming through?
Well, this is a generational change in the workforce. And I just to be clear on record, I am a huge advocate and bull on millennials and Gen Z. I believe they have the fresh energy that we need for the next leg of the economy. And they're smart, enthusiastic, etc. But here's the disconnect, and this actually falls on my generation, and it falls on technology providers in the sense that here's your phone, you communicate via text or via social media, and you don't call unless someone gives you permission to call. That is what social etiquette is. And you text and you send over a message digitally. And if there's a good reason, you'll pick up the phone. But for the most part, you do not call me unless I give you permission to. Now, in business, this does not work. This is in this certain environment that we find ourselves in with inventory so low and you got 20 offers. Well, guess who the predominant listing agents are with those 20 offers coming in? They're baby boomers. They're older. They're Gen X. They're looking for somebody to pick up the phone, call them, and say, "Hey, here's the situation. Here's my buyer. Here's what I'd like to do. What are the terms that are going to be acceptable to get this offer accepted?" And to negotiate, or at least pre-negotiate, not blindly send over an offer.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. It's the what I call in my head is called a pre-call. Just exactly what you said. So you're going to call the agent. "Hey, agent, I see that you've got a new listing. Do you have 20 offers yet?" "No, I only have 5." "Okay, fantastic. What is your seller looking for?" "Oh, well, is it just price?" "No, actually terms. It's vacant, so they need to, an offer that's going to close soon." "Well, fantastic. How about if I write it up for 15 days all cash? Would that work?" "Yeah, that'd be great." And actually, I'll fill out the whole RPA so there's no spots in there. You don't have to send a counter back and clean it up. And so that's the kind of conversation, that pre-conversation, that will take your, say there's 20 offers, and bring it down to maybe just myself and somebody else that actually picked up the phone and called. "Hi, this is Gary. I'm not an AI. How can I help you? Right. So, you know, if you want AI to take over all our positions, it will happen. So you better act like a human and not a robot and start picking up the phone and making phone calls, right?
When we talk about standard of excellence, I cannot leave Nicole Mazzola out of this conversation. For those who don't know, this is my sister-in-law. And when I think of standard of excellence in my own life, she is the direct reflection of that excellence. So what do you say we give her a call, Gary? Can you get her on the line? Let's get her on the show. And I'd like to hear from Nicole what the standard of excellence looks like in this new atmosphere that we find ourselves in. You got her? Okay. Nicole, welcome to the show. Would you share to the listeners what you're seeing in today's marketplace and what the word standard of excellence means to you?
How do I continue to show a standard of excellence when there are so many attempts being made to devalue our profession? What is my value? Who determines my value? Is it my clients? Is it the media? And I have to say, service doesn't look like service anymore. When is the last time any of you had really excellent service? I know even going to nice hotels now, sometimes not even that nice, or, you know, you go, you have I keep thinking, one of the highlights of my day was a wonderful barista at a coffee place by my house. His name was Josh. He had a little Frenchie bulldog named Blueberry. And he was just so wonderful. Always asked how I was, and we'd chit chat and visit together and talk. And he just went out of his way and he was kind to everybody. And then he left, and his absence it's not the same. Now when I go, I miss Josh and the people that are there, you know, they're lovely, they're fine, but it's just true excellence, true service is so hard to come by. And I know that I provide that. I know that all of you provide that. And I know that what we do is excellent. You wouldn't be a leader. Andrew wouldn't have asked you to be here. You are here because you are excellent. And I just wanted to help, you know, kind of meditate on that a little bit today. And again, you know, I can think about what can I do? What's my value? This and that. But am I excellent? Do I believe that I'm excellent? Who will I allow to determine that? And who above all else is the ultimate judge? Again, turning back to my identity in Christ, obedience in him, starting from that platform, just starting from there versus like, I have to do and I have to prove and I have to act, if I don't do it just perfectly. It just starts me from such a calmer place as I'm navigating these changes in our business. So again, just turning back to God. And then can I use this as an opportunity to clearly define my own standard of excellence, to articulate my worth and be prepared, not in an anxious, worldly way, because I can step out in faith knowing my value in Christ's kingdom. I'm an ambassador of excellence for myself, for real estate, for AARE. What are the ways I can bring excellence into my personal life, into real estate, and as a representative for AARE? I've always felt really strongly about my standard of excellence, whether it's in front of different agents, in front of you guys, in front of realtors inside, outside of AARE. Andrew's my family, he's my brother-in-law, so I feel an extra responsibility to be excellent because I am a reflection of AARE, but we're all representatives of AARE, and we have so many opportunities as we go out in the marketplace to demonstrate that standard. And in discovering and rediscovering my standards and adhering to them now more strongly than ever before, I'm learning the pain and discipline of obedience, because I think obedience goes hand in hand with standard of excellence. I'm sure it's not a mistake that these topics are related and chosen by Andrew and by Tiffany. So for me, back to the basics, back to scripts, back to role playing, going over the contracts backwards and forwards, and telling God how uncomfortable I am about having these new conversations with clients. But through all of this, it brings me to a higher standard of excellence in my own work. I don't want to do it the new way. What are they going to add the con? I never had somebody sign this. It's easy to seek comfort, to do things the old way and to be, you know, comfortable. But God calls us to something higher, and he calls us to something more.
Well, Nicole, thank you for joining us. I would like to hear from your perspective. someone who has been in this business for nearly 20 years and has seen the gravitation from a high customer service oriented industry post-pandemic to being a low bar that's set in all service industries. It's not just real estate. But I'd like to hear your perspective on what constitutes a high standard of excellence in today's day and age, and how you deliver that to your clients.
So I wanted to give you guys, I just put a little kind of quick punch list, and I'll wrap up with this, of kind of excellence indicators that I am trying to model myself, that I'm noticing in others as I'm, again, moving forward in this new real estate climate that we find ourselves in. And I'll just kind of read through them here. And I find this myself, and you may or may have different experience. Often when I'm working with people, they think they know everything about real estate. And my husband always says, people think they know a lot about real estate because they live in homes and they've bought and sold, maybe one or two houses before. And people often think they know a lot because they know a lot about other things. Maybe they're a CEO or high level executive. But when you set yourself apart as a true expert in your field, it brings difficult people down a notch. And we're not looking to knock people down, but we're looking to be excellent. So when you really know your contracts and you really know the numbers and you really are a true expert in your field, one of the things I've started implementing into my buyer presentations is I go through the whole listing agreement before I do the buyer presentation. Well, that's weird. It doesn't make any sense. I'm doing that to show my skill. I'm doing that to show them this is what my seller signs with me when I list their property. I'm going through that whole listing agreement, explaining how the whole process works. And it just builds additional credibility. My buyer presentations are now 2 hours. Whereas before I was like, oh yeah, your friend referred you. Oh, you want to go see an open house this weekend? I mean, that's going to change anyways because of what's happened. But know your contracts backwards and forwards. There's so many classes, and none of us had time the last few years. I certainly didn't. I still don't really, and I know you all don't really either. But take advantage of those trainings that Tiffany's doing, that our company's doing, that SCAR, or whatever MLS you're part of. I'm getting, emails all the time from, and I'm parsing through them. I'm being very intentional and selective with what I'm allocating my time to. But I'll tell you, just sitting down and relearning, there's so much to learn. There's so much you already know, and being able to now show that knowledge to a client before we just jump in a car or show them a house, it really builds a lot of power for me and in my experience. Understanding your reputation amongst your peers and being able to articulate your reputation with your clients. As part of my buyer package, I've started pulling little excerpts and quotes from emails that other realtors have sent me I love working with you, Nicole, and it's not to be like, I'm the best, I'm so great, but it builds credibility. And when you're able to articulate your reputation in the industry to your clients, it again solidifies you as an expert and as somebody who's excellent in their field. And then looking at our colleagues as collaborators, not competitors, seeking out like-minded agents, collaborating with them, go to the networking event, make the new connections, learn from others. I put myself out there so much in the last month, and I just am like, I want to be home. I want to pet my dog. I want to drink out of my purple Stanley, and I don't want anyone to bother me. But I've met some great people, new staging companies, a notary who's just lovely, and we connected, and it's amazing. That's all the stuff I used to do when I was a new agent, and now I'm like, I'm too busy. I don't want to go to some stupid event and have to sit next to someone, and but it's been really refreshing. I'm energized.
Now, for those listening, Nicole, what specific strategies do you have that would demonstrate to your clients this high standard of excellence and show the level of customer service that separates you from the competition?
Watching this whole lawsuit, I'm like, our job looks too easy. There's all these shows, there's Josh Flagg selling like a $20 million house while he's naked from the waist down, sipping a latte, getting a pedicure. It makes it look really, really easy. And it's not. It's so freaking hard. And we've made it look super, super easy. And other agents, and they're so awful. And there's some really incredible agents in this field. And there's really incredible, at least I run into them, not often, but I do. But again, just trying to switch that dialogue a little bit and making it more let's lift each other up and also really be positive about what we're doing and about our industry, because there's just so much negativity out there already. Wake up, go outside, look at the sunshine. Don't check your phone, your email. Gary's been going fishing. I mean, Gary's as busy as a one-armed paper hanger. I know that. But he's out there making time, sending me pictures of his big fish and enjoying himself, spending time with his nephew. Wake up and go do something that you really enjoy. Let your mind breathe during the day. Sit, hit a golf ball, process, whatever you want to do. Read, let your mind go. But then also coming back to action. I truly believe action solves everything. I know I always think about this back when our listings wouldn't sell and Andrew and Tiffany we'd have the weekly meeting and we'd put them up on the screen and everybody would kind of pitch in like, oh, maybe move this photo or, and I'll kind of spitball back and forth with Gary, like, hey, Gary, what do you think? And what about this? And maybe change that and let's go ahead and add this here. And then the listing would sell. I believe that action solves, maybe not everything, but it solves everything. And what I've mentioned earlier, sometimes you just got to do this business scared. You got to do it scared. I've had to do it scared multiple times over the last, starting to really, I talked about signing these BR and now I'm doing it, taking listings at the commission that I believe I'm worth, taking it at what I believe my value is. It's scary. It's really scary. And sometimes you just have to do it scared. You're not going to die. When you go into someone's home, act like you're being recorded. You might be, but be classy. How do you dress? And I don't have to tell you guys all this. You're all ultra professional. It's just a reminder that the little things matter. The other day I was running out of the house and I had lint on my pants and I was like, just go get the lint roller, like roll the lint off your pants. Be professional. Show up ahead of time, bring value to your showings, get there early, print the comparables. When I first was trained by Andrew, we used to have those little, Andrew, those little plastic folders, and I print the cover letter and all the showings and the pictures, and I got away from doing all of that now. And now I do it, and they're so excited because they're receiving something of value. I have all the comparables in there for them so they can look through that, and their names on it. And I just kind of got away from that because I didn't really think it mattered, but it's just another way to touch, high-level touch in everything that I'm doing. And then when we talk to clients and we do these presentations, I'm saying things like, if we both decide to work together, empowering myself, people want to know that you have agency. It's not just their decision, it's also your decision.
Wonderful words of wisdom from both Gary and Nicole today. I hope this has inspired you to level up your game, to consider the small things in your service and the way that you're serving others, to consider where you're finding your identity and your value. Stay tuned as we've got many episodes coming down the pipeline that'll help shape your character, boost your business, and grow your income. We'll see you next time.